If you've been looking for a multimeter and you didn't know what to purchase, well, here's one of the options that I have for you. This is the Kaiweets KM602 digital multimeter. And in today's video, we're going to have a quick look at this one, see what it can do, how precise it is, what functions it has available, and you decide if you like it or not, and if you'd like to purchase it or not. It's been my favorite for the past few years. I really like it, and I'm really happy about the way it works and how precise it is. So let's go into details really quick. So let's open up the package really quick, see what we have inside. And there you have the multimeter in a very nice case, together with the user manual. And I really recommend you to read the user manual, because you're going to find a lot of important details, technical details about the multimeter and what it can do. Now let's open it really quick. So inside we have the multimeter, a really nice one. I really like it. This is my favorite so far. We have the probes. We have a USB charging cable. You will have to provide your own USB charger. They don't come with chargers anymore. And over here you have a temperature probe. So let's turn it on, connect the probes, and start to do some tests and see how accurate it is. Here on top we have the charging port, the 5 volts DC, and we're going to connect our cable and charge the multimeter before using it. I'm not going to do that right now. I'm just going to use whatever battery I have in the multimeter. And on the bottom we have the connectors for the probes. So in here you're going to have to connect the probes depending on what you would like to measure. So let's turn it on really quick, and right now it's in full auto mode. And over here on the side we have functions and select. So using the functions button, I'm going to change to voltage, and right now we are on DC, measuring DC voltage, and with the select button I can change to AC instead, or change back to DC. And then again with the functions button I'm going to move to resistance. Over here we have continuity test. In here we have millivolts, frequency. It's not going to measure frequency for radio receivers, if you're wondering that. I tried 2 years ago. Over here we have capacitance, diodes, temperature, amps, and NCV live, but let's go back to voltage or auto right now. And if I go to voltage, it's going to show you on which ports I have to connect the probes. So let's do that really quick. So let's measure 2 resistors over here. I'm going to measure the first one, and I have 271.3 ohms, which is good enough. On more precise measurement equipment I measured 269.9. So I think for me this is pretty accurate. And this one, I'm going to tell you before, this one I measured on another device, which I know for sure that it's way more precise, and it showed me 22.6 ohms, but it's actually a 27 ohms resistor, but that's what it measured. So let's measure it and see what value we have. It's all about how well you touch the the terminals of the resistor, but this one shows me 22.5. So I think it's very accurate. It's accurate enough for me. So I'm pretty sure that you know, these cheaper multimeters, they're not going to measure a lab grade precision, but I think they are very accurate and they are good enough, even if they are at a more affordable price. So I said that I'm not going to measure capacitors, but I was too curious, so I wanted to measure one, and with this occasion I would like to show you something. So I have these cheap capacitors that I hate them, to be honest. It's supposed to be 470 picofarads, but it's I measured 291 picofarads on some more precise tester, and this one shows me 489, so definitely not 470. So if you're thinking about using cheap capacitors for low pass filters in transceivers like the Pixie or stuff like that, I would think twice, because if you wonder why your low pass filter doesn't perform very well, then this 10 picofarads in difference, or almost 20, might be the difference between some good results and some bad results. So yeah, but it does measure value of the value of the capacitors pretty accurate as well. So let's carry on. I'd like to say that I've been really happy about this one. I've been using it for the past 2 or 3 years. I think it's 3 years. I made an older video on this one some time ago, and yeah, it's been always in my backpack, and just because it's light and the battery lasts quite a long time. And yeah, it's been my favorite until the day I went to the Choclovina Scout Center to install an antenna up there for the ham radio station, and I gifted that one to my friend German, so he can have it for the kids up there. And that is how I ended up being without my favorite multimeter, and Kaiweets were kind enough to send me another one just so I can film this video. So I have to say thank you to them for this, because now I have my favorite multimeter back. Now also on the side over here, I didn't show you this, there's a minimum and maximum button. So let's say you're measuring voltage and you have fluctuations in the voltage. You can pick to record the minimum value or the maximum value if you'd like to. And over here there's another button. This one is for the torch on the back, it's the LED. So a long click, it will turn on and off your LED light on the back, which is very useful. I mean, I used this one at night while I was in the camp as a torch, not as a multimeter. So over here we have the manual, and there's an accuracy specification page where you can find a bunch of details. I'm not going to read all the numbers because I'm going to just waste your time. You can find these details in the product page as well, if you'd like to check that and you're thinking about purchasing this one. I can tell you that it works up to 2000 meters of altitude, so if I'm planning to climb Everest, this multimeter will not work, I believe. Working temperature from 0 to 40 degrees Celsius, storage temperature from -10 to 60 degrees Celsius, sampling rate approximate 3 times per second, display 6000 counts, and yeah, over here you have all the accuracy specifications with which I found useful. So you have like a tolerance in measurements, which is good to know. But anyway, as I was saying, it's quite precise, and it's good enough for the amateur and hobbyist. So I think I'm going to stop here today. I hope you like it, and if you don't have a multimeter and you need one, I would definitely recommend it, because it has an affordable price and it's good quality. So yeah, I think I'm going to say goodbye for now, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, thank you so much for watching, and 73 from Yankee Oscar 6 Delta X-Ray Echo.